for Tabor Road Owner LLC.
Mm-hmm.
In that resolution, Mr. Falcon outlined exactly the uses and square footages on that site for final site plan. And I would assume Mr. Brewer would do the same thing for final site plan for phase one here. He would say building A consists of the following. So many square feet of this, so many square feet of that, first floor, second floor, third floor. You would outline that, because that's what you're approving. This is for final site plan. This allows them to get a building permit and a CO without you ever seeing it again.
And put that, if you would like, you know, that can be a condition, asking for variances. That can be a condition to put in there.
Yeah. You wanna put it, that's a condition we should put in, it's a change of use.
Along those lines, would the board consider childcare / retail? Just so that it's clear that we don't have to come back for that, if that's the concern is restaurant, which I
Sounds
think
like restaurant is the issue.
Restaurant, yeah, or something, you know, a little more intense, but I think you had said childcare to retail would not,
That's our view, I mean.
right, yeah.
So if the condition's gonna be, if we were to put a restaurant in there, we have to come back and explain that, I think that's one issue, as opposed to having to come back for any kind of change that differs from the plans before you. That to me is a bit overbroad.
The mechanics of it, let's say, okay, we get the hypothetical situation, so the daycare changes to something, so you submit a letter or something to our attorney to the board. Why can't we have a meeting, or we can make a decision at that point, before you start any full application? Can't we come up with a decision as to whether we require?
The tenant screen application for a tenancy for the fit up, it'd be a zoning review, I think, the zoning officer would look at that typically, to make sure the use is permitted, number one, and if so, is it gonna change the dynamics of the site in any way? And he or she would rule on whether or not the use is permitted and whether it's gonna affect the parking analysis. Before it gets to the board, the zoning officer would typically do something like that.
But it would go through the, yes,
Can we take a
absolutely.
break? I wanna show Andy something in the ordinance
Yeah,
before
okay,
we
sure.
discuss maybe
Okay.
further. Yeah.
Absolutely, we'll
Okay.
just take a moment.
Fine.
Okay, sorry.
We could take a break?
Are we taking a break?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do 5